What is your vibe, number one?
Number one.
Number one.
This is my agent. What is your vibe? Number one.
What is my prime
This
directive
mission
in
will
vibing?
self-destruct.
Oh,
I'll say like there's nothing better than just
Vibe it.
yes. And my vibe is just sipping coffee and doing nothing. That is a vibe.
that's your vibe.
Yes. I'm the type of person who snaps a picture of a black coffee and says soda un kaina. That's my vibe. that is my vibe.
It's not a very good vibe.
You know what?
It's my vibe.
I don't like that vibe.
We're going to start with that vibe.
Yeah.
We're going to start with that vibe.
Fuck your vibe. Number one. That's a terrible vibe.
All vibes are valid, Shamsi.
You should start with tea and milk. That's the vibe.
Hey, what were you saying?
Tea and milk.
It's a vibe.
Mother.
Sister Ad is back in town.
Tea and milk is a retiree vibe. I'm active. I hustle. That is my vibe.
Okay. You're high.
Hey, welcome to Master Kabsa. It's your boy Adam. What's happening? What's popping? Episode 122. We got listener number one chilling with us today. Shout out to listener number one.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome back. It's been a minute. And we got Turks right behind me.
Yo.
And I got the homie Shamsi right next to me.
Shay Halib Shamsi.
Okay. You give people more reason to hate you.
Right?
Yeah.
I respect
Every
that. I respect
single
that. New levels.
Yeah.
New levels every week.
Exactly.
New
Escalation.
levels.
Escalation.
Never sit the same.
We go up.
Always hustle.
Exactly.
Always keep it moving.
See, number one, hustle.
Do not involve me in your problem with number one.
You strike me as the type of guy who has opinions about kombucha.
Is that a place?
It's a type of tea, Shamsi.
Okay.
I guess not.
Yeah.
I guess not.
Does the tea come from that place?
You don't know
It's
kombucha
a
tea?
type of tea. It's
No,
fizzy
I'm-
tea.
Like, I like tea. I'm not sophisticated about it. I just like it.
لا حبيبي انت you're old school.
My father is sophisticated about it.
شاي
He can teach.
حليب طيب what's it called boni
Exactly. Exactly.
I know you.
Yeah.
and like 2 tons of sugar.
2 tucks.
Tucks. I don't know what a tuck is when it comes to sugar.
Malik. أوريك.
Shout out to our tens and tens of listeners. Shout out to our tens and tens of viewers. Bro, 122 episodes. We cannot be professional.
No, what?
That's what?
Yeah.
What do they call that?
ما أعرف.
Commitment.
عربي. You lost me there, friend.
Allah. Oh my God. By the way, I burned my finger yesterday.
Salamat.
Shit hurts.
Do we have?
Anyway,
we don't
so
care.
it's Thursday. As everybody knows, Thursday we take questions from our listeners and our viewers.
Mm.
So shout out to our tens and listeners and tens of viewers again and again and again. Let's get this party started.
We have questions.
We have a bunch of questions. You want to start light? You want to start? We start light. Okay.
Let's start
Okay,
like-
يعني
Every
I've
Thursday.
said, no, let's start
Yes,
deep.
yes, yes.
Softball.
I know.
Softball.
Get us in the field.
I never put the word Turks and deep in the same sense, so don't worry about that, my guy. So, this is how we're gonna start.
Pauses.
Okay.
It's all about the pauses.
I'd like to hear a hot take from Turks. That's not about pizza. That's literally what was said. We're waiting.
Steaming.
Tacos are superior to burgers.
Okay. All right.
Why?
Do I need to explain?
That's a hot take.
It's a hot take.
Okay.
That's the hot take.
Yeah.
Hot take.
That's it.
All right.
What do you need?
Can we get a hot take that's not about food?
Oh shit! No, that's more difficult here. Hold up.
It's more
Hold up.
difficult.
Think.
Yes.
Turks, think.
I'll guess the
I'm
category
trying.
in my head right now.
I can't.
Tell me your thoughts about fat people and skinny people, Turks.
One's a goal.
Which one? That's for you to find out.
It's for me to know and y'all to ponder.
That's the real inner journey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Discovery
Shabs, give me a hot take.
of your inner self.
You have so many great hot takes.
I have so many great
yes,
hot takes.
yes.
Um,
By the way, it's great for me. It's normal for you.
It's
So
normal.
I'm just saying
normal
it.
for me.
Just give me a regular hot take. I don't have any.
you don't have any?
I don't have any. I don't.
I mean,
Well, actually, I have one.
if,
I have
if,
one.
I ever,
Mama.
if you think of buying a beach house, think again.
All right.
Yeah.
So thank you for that hot take.
That's very relatable, Shamsi.
ما الأمة دخل في
Yeah.
الموضوع بس I guess so.
Privilege.
Listener number one, how about you give us a hot
If you're
take?
Thinking about a beach
My
house.
hot take.
Yes.
My hot take is that guac should always be free.
Always?
Always.
Mm.
That's why it's hot.
Fucking hate guac.
That's your problem.
That is.
True.
Yeah, that's.
True.
usually your problem.
That does me no good.
Yeah. Well,
don't
that's a you
avocados?
problem.
Yeah,
That's not a society
What?
problem.
You don't like avocados
not really.
in
no.
general?
Not really.
Not even
no.
on toast?
Not really. No.
Avocados
Shit.
are delicious.
They are.
What about you,
I-
Sister Adam?
I eat avocados every day with eggs in the
What's
morning.
your hot take?
My hot take?
Yeah.
The UN is a terrorist group.
Oh. Oh.
Hot take. Hot
it is a
take.
hot take.
Hot take. Y'all want a hot take, right?
Spicy.
I give y'all a hot take.
It's quite hot.
Very
I
spicy.
think that
No
qualifies
one's
as a
taking-
nuclear take.
Okay.
Well, the UN, let's say the UN is very sus. It moves.
I agree with
It
sus.
moves very sus.
I agree with sus.
And the way they move, it kind of anyway. So
Very organized.
This
you
is
know.
supposed to be light, right?
Mm,
Okay.
quite like avocado on toast, which I don't really
Yes.
eat, honestly.
Avocado on toast is not very light, but it's
Question number 2.
Question number 2.
Yes.
Keep it light.
Keep it light.
All right. Do hummingbirds hum because they can't remember any of the words?
I mean, that's a deep question, actually.
Yeah, one of like life's mysteries solved right now, Salah.
Excuse me.
This is
Yo, that's an amazing question.
that's not a question.
Why do
It
hummingbirds?
is a question.
Yeah,
It says, "Do hummingbirds hum because they can't remember any of the words?" That's a very like deep philosophical question.
Yeah,
right?
that's how I feel about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly.
this is like a life journey.
I'm somewhat lost in the implications here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Like imagine like it wanted to speak the whole time, but,
But
it was just humming.
And that's
That
There's a
makes
song that goes like
no
That's
one.
so-
That's why there's a lot of hummingbirds next to like crises and like volcanoes and shit. They're trying to tell us something,
Yeah,
but we just can't
exactly.
pick it up.
But they humming.
They humming.
They just hum.
That's the problem, bro.
they vibe.
See, now I remember. I remember once I got into a car crash. There was a bird in my windshield. I was trying to tell yo, get out of the way, and he was like, I was like, oh damn, I can hear you, my guy.
And then
Only if I knew. I crashed.
boo.
Exactly. Only if I knew he was humming.
But imagine
He
how
was trying to hum me to peace.
imagine how sad their life must be.
Helping people can't understand.
They can't even
Damn.
hear you.
Damn.
You just try to remember that song.
Shit. I feel bad for him, bro. Is
It's
there like
Shakespearean.
does anyone know how to teach birds sign language? Maybe we get some.
They'd need fingers first.
All right. That's another great fact. so hold on. So listen, number one, you decided to avoid all the jokes and just focus on telling us what is the problem. So everything before that was not a problem.
How do we resolve the hummingness of the hummingbirds?
You need to vibe better.
So the problem with birds can't say any words is just the vibe.
Exactly. Humming is a vibe.
It is. It is.
But not for the hummingbird. It's a way of life.
I apologize to our eight viewers that are left. All right.
Thank you for that question, though.
Oof.
I mean, I feel like we solved that one.
Well, okay, let's go.
Good job, gang.
No.
Now we step up to medium.
All right. Absolute power. Automatically, my guy. Does it corrupt the person or does it reveal who they really were all along? Again, absolute power.
No, it corrupts the person. I think it corrupts the person.
Mhm.
No, I disagree.
I disagree also, but I
I
would like to
I
know.
disagree as
I
well.
would like to know your point in that. Since we all agree, all three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Given
hear
that
you
we all
first.
disagree
Because
with you.
It's absolute, right? So absolute power means no limits. No limits means nobody can stop you even when you're wrong. So you might get misled to the point where you don't know right from wrong. You get my point? That's where you get to the top of the pyramid and everybody's scared
Sorry,
to talk to
excuse me.
you. So when you get to
But-
that point of fear,
Either way, when you're at the top of the pyramid, people are scared to talk to you. Even if you're midway toward the pyramid, people are scared to talk to you.
no, but there's levels to that fear, right?
Exactly. So
There's
through the
level-
levels that you're growing, that you were going to get to the absolute power, of course, I think every level is going to give you some new knowledge, some new information.
Mhm.
I think, in my personal opinion, fuck my opinion. You finish your point.
Fuck your opinion.
Yeah, fuck my opinion. I want to hear your point of this.
No, but the way I look at it is absolute power means power is no limits. Power is no limits. For at the end of the day, each of us is human. Each of us is mortal. So you need a check. You're not always going to be right. You always need somebody to give you a different insight, different input. Different
So you
point,
need influence.
different point of view. Yes.
You need influence in order not to be yourself.
Yeah, but corruption in this sense isn't about being wrong. Corruption in this sense is malicious. Like,
Yes.
There's a difference between being wrong and wanting to harm people. Like when you say absolute power corrupts, absolutely, you're implying that there is no scenario where somebody has absolute power and decides to do good.
No, it's not about
No.
doing good. It's about I think it's about at the core of the absolute power is the desire that's uncontrolled. So when it's uncontrolled and unrestrained, that might lead to bad happening without anybody being able to stop it.
But intention here is what matters a lot of the time.
Does it though? If you're on the other end,
Like if you are doing something maliciously, it's different from messing up because you didn't have a person to advise you.
but does it matter to the person who's hurt? Is my
It
question.
doesn't,
Yeah.
but that doesn't make you corrupt. That makes you just foolish.
Exactly.
Well, corrupt in the sense, I mean, there's a wider sense to the word corrupt
Like
than just
corrupt here-
corruption
corrupt
as in
here-
bribery. There's corruption in the sense of
Yeah,
being
corrupt here implies like he has absolute power and he does it to his own personal benefit and to his own whims. Like if you are absolutely powerful and you are corrupt, you don't give a damn about the people you're serving, supposedly.
Mm.
But if you are trying to enact economic reform for some reason and it's just bad economic reform, are you really corrupt or just you didn't have the people to right your wrongs for you?
So if I'm going to go back to examples in history of absolute rulers, pharaoh is one. That's a good example of how absolute power corrupts you. Absolutely. Go back to more recent history. You look at Stalin, Soviet Union. You look at what happened with China after the revolution. You had leaders who had absolute power who ended up fucking up really badly and hurting their people.
Yeah, and on the
Do
other
you
side,
think
you have the
absolute
5 good
power-
emperors, for example.
Who?
On the other side, you have the five good emperors of Rome, for example.
Oh, that's
Okay, that's a long time ago. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
fair.
but still,
Pharaoh was
applicable.
Pharaoh was close.
Yeah, yeah.
Pharaoh was last week.
fair. Okay.
Then you have like a bunch of famous Chinese.
I'm following
emperors.
his Twitch channel, by the way.
Oh,
yeah,
for real?
Yeah, I'm telling you, like we're very
Yeah.
close.
Of-
But Pharaoh, you can't use Pharaoh as an example because we do not know if Pharaoh got corrupt at the top or midway or was he corrupt all along. We don't know anything about him. We don't know about his personality. We don't know nothing. We know what we've been
True.
told through stories of people who basically got enslaved. So
like what's
he could have been like the funniest person in the world who was just an asshole. We wouldn't know.
Still an
Sounds
asshole.
familiar. Sounds quite familiar.
Thank you.
actually since you mentioned Pharaoh,
Thank you.
since you mentioned Pharaoh,
Oh, my bestie.
Yeah.
your bestie.
Anyway.
I follow his Twitch all the time as well.
Oh, thank you.
He's really good at Fortnite.
Exactly. I noticed that. Give him any rock. Watch.
The good example of power
Bricks, you mean bricks?
of absolute power corrupting would be the case of the pharaoh Akhenaten. Have you heard of him?
Feel free to enlighten us.
Yeah, he is a pharaoh.
That's a no in Champty terms.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure yes, but
Yes.
enlighten me. You're right.
That's also a no.
Exactly.
I read a whole book about him, fellas.
Okay.
And you don't know.
Basically, Akhenaten was this pharaoh in the long pharaonic line who, for all of reason, because he could, he decided to upend the traditional religious structure
He
of
decided to be the
Egypt.
then god or something.
The sun god, and the sun god was his own homie, and there was no other gods.
Exactly.
And basically, that's
Vibes.
vibe.
That's vibes.
He vibed with the sun.
Exactly. That's vibes.
He's
That's energy.
He's like, yo, all of those.
That's not vibes.
Nope, we're not dealing with those.
Yeah.
Just
No,
got
but
one now.
And like he upended the traditional artistic system. Like he drew like famous like engravings on like his temples that were so horrific to the modern the then Egyptian people, because wait, you drew the pharaoh with bellies and a beer gut or whatever. Like to them it was scandalous. Like
He disrupted the whole
Yeah.
society
And
of,
Interesting.
of thought, basically.
and when he died,
Everything went back to
yeah, they literally like tried to erase him from history. Like they deface his temples. They do not mention his name in the records, and like I think he was discovered by sheer accident.
fuck it, that guy.
Yeah.
We don't even want to remember.
Was he corrupt though? I don't
I'd
think
say
he
he's
was.
corrupt because he got the power and like I'm gonna do what I want. It's my power.
And he created that energy.
Yeah, but was that?
It's my
Never
vibe.
mind.
It's my
Never mind.
If I do the sun.
Was there a question? Should we move on?
I think
Question
we're-
got erased.
I think
Oh,
we're-
there we go. It's
Salah-
actually
Salah-
Nick.
Salah-
All right.
Done.
Next one.
Next one.
All right. What's something everyone in your industry should stop or start doing? I'm ready. Off the fucking ready.
Go ahead then.
Like, do y'all want to think about it for a minute? Or you guys got something? Because I don't want to just take over the whole conversation.
I'd say retire the term activation.
Okay.
Don't say that word again.
That
What
is-
are you activating? Call it an event.
That is marketing.
You pretentious fool.
Mhm.
you what?
You pretentious fool.
I heard that.
You're not activating.
I heard that, you pretentious poof.
Oh,
that
thank
works
you.
better.
Yes.
Honestly.
Okay, so that we got that. Stop the word. Stop activation. Just say start.
Like, I think try to actually listen to your audience and kind of figure out what they want rather than just trying to give them something and, being completely off target with it.
That is very specific, and I'm intrigued to know who are you talking about.
No, I'm talking about.
That is very specific.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
in terms
because
of,
I would have said like, nah, come on, like there's more to that. But the way you said that, the way you took your time thinking about that,
yeah.
you were trying to hide a name.
No, not really. But I'm just
Mhm.
thinking in the terms of like part of the marketing world is just not really
Oh, we're still on marketing. Oh, okay.
catering to audiences, So I think at this point in time, in order to build something with the audience, you kind of need to understand the audience,
Turks, you want me to give you a layup or you have something?
Got a layup?
I got a layup.
Good لي.
Podcasters.
فيهم.
Well, I'm asking you, my guy. Or you're asking me.
Podcasters?
Yes, this is a layup. This is your
Oh.
industry because I know I know where you're gonna go after this, and I'm trying to
Okay.
make you keep your job.
Okay. I mean, podcasters and YouTubers. We gotta start. We gotta just stop doing Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and then start your shit. I think we can retire that. To be honest.
I remember those. Okay, I can't mention.
That's
names.
very specific, by the
Yeah,
way.
no,
That's
he's,
everyone.
no,
That's
he's right.
everyone.
Yeah.
That's not
That's
everyone.
everyone. Yeah.
Like even on Snap, like the first morning of
Yeah.
Snap. Like, yo, my guy, relax.
Yeah.
relax.
Okay, chill.
For
To
me, it's
me-
Fajr Halakat that I can't
فجر
stand.
أم هلكات.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I forgot about that.
That's,
We
that's-
shouldn't use the word تفجير. خلاص.
Yeah,
No,
that
stop
sounds
it.
so obscene
Stop
to
it.
me for
Yeah.
some reason.
Oh my God, fellas. Allah yahdikum. For me, I'll pick the entertainment industry. I would not go into other things that I am involved in because then it'll be just a random rant that nobody understands.
Okay.
We need to stop vibes and fucking energy.
Oh, I didn't know what.
This needs to be fucking stopped. First off, y'all are not vibing. You're just not doing work. That's it. When you say I'm vibing, it's basically I have no clue what to fucking do right now.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna just sit back and wait for something to happen.
You're being a cat.
Exactly.
That's it.
Okay.
Vibing is being a
Yeah,
cat.
It is. Yeah. What are you doing? Just laying in the sun.
None of you are vibing. Quit your fucking vibes and energy and get to fucking work. It's that fucking simple. And when I say get to work, I'm not saying go and fucking slave off. No, you have the right to enjoy yourself at work. You have the right to enjoy yourself at home. You have the right to vibe whenever you want. But vibes and energy, there's a process for it. You can't just throw it badash.
Okay. You focus your energy and you kind of relax your vibe.
No.
Focus your energy.
That's just
Focus your energy.
energies, bro.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Vibes, bro.
No, I don't want focused energy. No, that sounds even more
That's like a
trippy. No, yeah, exactly. It's a Hadouken.
You don't
That
have
sounds
to
like a Dragon Ball Z.
Yes,
B,
exactly.
Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Dragon Ball B. That's my favorite like, knockoff anime.
That's the one where Goku's vibing.
He's just getting all the energy just to vibe.
Yeah.
DJ Goku.
Oh,
Ugh. Next one.
Yeah.
go.
At a party, there's an ostrich. Looking.
Yo.
Okay.
You
Wait,
gotta warn us about this shit.
I'm sorry. Okay, this is a question from Sauce of Mango.
Okay,
Okay.
please.
Okay, to give you all a heads up.
Okay.
Okay, because I forgot to mention that. Shout out to Sauce of Mango. If you don't have a Sauce of Mango book,
Get one.
you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to buy one.
Get the mango.
You are at a party. There's an ostrich winking at you and blowing kisses your way. What would you do?
Baffled because they don't have lips. To be honest, so that's weird. That's some next level ostrich. shit.
I would be freaked out and try to move the ostrich out of my line of sight.
Okay.
Yeah, just
But
ignore
it's
the-
an ostrich.
Ignore the
The whole
ostrich.
no. the whole
Exactly.
idea.
How you gonna
I'm a
yo,
man,
nigga,
I'm just saying.
I'll give it my back.
yo, that neck.
I'll give it my back.
There's no way you give anything. The
Yeah.
shadow. The shadow alone.
I'm just worried it follows me to the bathroom.
There's the number one guy. I think. Shall I get going?
I'd pretend to be an emo and forget and not ignore it and not engage.
How do emus emu? That's number one.
They see how ostriches vibe and do the opposite.
Okay.
Ostrich is quite emo though.
No, emu, the bird.
Emu.
It's like an ostrich cousin,
What?
is it?
It's like a ghetto ostrich.
Yeah.
It's like a ghetto ostrich.
Yeah.
What would you do, Adil?
I would ask why Naomi Campbell is invited to the party.
Ooh.
Oh, ow,
Ooh.
No one said anything.
Burn.
No one said anything. No one said anything.
Burn.
No one said anything.
Okay.
No one said anything.
Not sure why you're inviting ostriches to parties.
So now,
Mango. But thank you for that.
anyway,
one.
next question.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. When did you have your damn I'm a grown ass man now moment? And how did you feel?
Oof.
Say that again.
When did you have your damn I'm a grown ass man now moment? And how did you feel?
At 11, when the first mustache grew.
Yo, relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
It was
Answer honestly. When did you feel like, oh fuck off? Like I'm a man now. See, you understood the whole question, my guy. You went straight to 7th grade. I know where you went. I know. You went straight to 7th grade.
Mustache, homie.
Sure, mustache.
Yeah, the mustache.
Sure.
Hey, if you know, you know.
You know.
If you know,
For
you
the rest of
know.
that, y'all don't know.
Yeah. Shout out to the homies who know. All right, so we know what's yours.
Yeah.
Okay, you just let that out.
Yeah,
All right,
just let
good.
that out.
No, seriously, wouldn't you like feel like, oh, fuck me? All right, good to know.
Yeah, man. I'm
So
trying to think.
no one here
There's a
knows that they are men yet.
There's a couple.
There's a
actually.
couple.
Yeah. But no, like there's the first time, honestly, there's the first time when my mom got sick while I was in high school.
Okay.
And the possibility of her not being around actually became into being. And I was like, okay, I need to actually be responsible for.
Okay,
for
that's
my
called
part
that's
of the
called
family.
fear. Hold on.
No.
Hey, Omzi, you are live on the podcast. Could I call you back?
What up?
No, what up? Let me call you back.
All right, call you in a bit.
Yeah, love you, bye.
Yeah,
Peace.
No, that was called.
That was fear. That was not. Oh, I'm a man now. I'm a grown ass man now.
no.
I just said grown
Yeah.
ass man.
Oh, it has to be grown.
Yes, that was the
ass,
question,
man.
bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna twist this question to how I feel.
It has to be very.
Back when I was 9th. Anyway.
Back when I was in 9th grade.
Oh, you got stories?
Oh, you just gave it to me? No.
Yeah, he got nothing. He's not there yet.
I had to go buy a belt at some point, and that just felt too adult for my taste. And that's the beginning of my manhood.
All right.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we still don't have men in this bitch.
Mhm.
Listen, number one.
For me, I have to strike it up to do 2 different scenarios.
There we go. Let's go.
Scenario 1 is when you realize that فشلت هلك في المجلس, you get chewed out,
Okay.
ما حد يسلك لك. So that's okay, I'm a man now.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
All right.
That's the دلة باليمين moment.
Yeah, but we got chewed out as kids too, though.
No, chewed out.
First off, like, let's not use the word, the
Chewed
term
out.
chewed out
Okay.
and kids
Never mind,
in the
never
same
mind.
sentence,
Okay.
please.
Mm.
Okay.
That's one moment.
Okay.
The other moment was سنة التحضيرية في الجامعة, and basically, I have to figure out how to register and go to my class, and like nobody is going to help me. Nobody cares to help me.
Damn.
Oh yeah,
That's the moment.
I
That's
remember that
the-
shit.
I have to hustle and rely on myself.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect. Well, guess it's only him now. Everybody else. For me, when I had to pay bills.
Just pay bills.
When my pop said, "Hey, man, you're on your own," I was like, "Okay,
Mm.
it's go time." Oh, pops, I got a bill. You got a bill. Like, okay,
It
it's
sounds
go
like
time.
a you problem.
Exactly. That was the moment. That was the moment I was like, "Oh fuck, I need to rely on myself." And then I spent like 9 years partying, but
But you pay bills.
partying to pay bills.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like there's a purpose to the
There's-
partying. It
there's-
wasn't just partying.
Direction.
Ew, what are you
That
talking about?
sense.
No. I was spending my time to earn $1 as a stripper coming from. Anyway, stop.
Well,
Stop.
good job.
Thank you.
Paid your way, son.
Next question.
Next question.
How does one achieve balance?
That's a very difficult question, actually. That's a very difficult question.
A balance. So كده nice.
مكتوب balance.
What balance?
بالصاد.
I mean, you need to try hard. That's one. You need to roll the punches.
Do you want me to tell you the honest truth about finding balance?
Take the good with the bad.
Okay. I'm not gonna talk about people who got vibes and energy.
Mm.
Y'all relax. Okay, y'all find your balance. But the people who actually have jobs, like who have to work and they got either they're in a relationship or they're married and they got kids or whatever, there's no fucking such thing as a balance. There's no 50-50. It's a 60-40 at best. So you'll never achieve complete balance. But you're gonna figure out, okay, this day, this 60 will be work and this 40 will be whatever. And then on other days, you'll be like, okay, 40 will be the work and 60 will be the other. You know, it's never gonna be 50-50. You never go, oh, go to work, then I come back and I chill with my wife for like 9 hours. We were like having conversations. Bro, you come back from work, you're tired as fuck. You want to eat, you're exhausted as hell. Your conversations are not gonna stop for another hour because you're too tired to have a conversation. And by the time you are having conversations, it's gonna be like 9 p.m. So that doesn't even exist. So we need to figure out other ways to have a balance.
Balance.
Yeah,
balance.
balance. If you're chasing 50-50, good luck.
No, but at least chase, right? Don't let your life be dominated by one thing or the other. If you find yourself like spending all your time at work, like take a break. If you're spending yourself chilling all the time, like what the fuck are you doing? Get off your ass.
Try telling someone who has a career to build that, hey, you have to find a balance. That you can't do it, put all your energy into one place.
No, I'm not saying
have that conversation.
And I'm not saying you can't.
To some people, if 20% of their day or 30% of their day is something different than what they're doing, that's just amazing to them. That's just amazing. To some people, no.
Not everybody has the choice.
Exactly.
But
that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's different for people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And people have different purposes and different drives. Respect that. But at the same time, I always try to encourage people to not, to find the balance, not to take things too seriously, not to take things too light, to kind of figure out a way to meld the both.
Easier said than done, to be honest.
It is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. This is a joke. That's all. Everything that you said is the myth that they're trying to sell. It's not the reality. Okay, I'll tell you this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you like a day in one of my friends. Okay, his life, very simple. He goes to work. He has to pass by his pops and see him. He's married and got kids. He has to pass by his father. Has to go sit with his mother. Has to go to meet with his brothers بعد العشاء. Automatically, that's separate. المغرب أم وأبويا, العشاء my brothers, right? And then has to go home and see his wife and see his kids and sleep and wake up 7 in the morning to go to work. Yo, good luck. Find me a balance for this guy.
That's what I'm saying. Not everybody has a choice or the option.
The majority of people do not have a choice. Not a lot. The majority of people don't have a choice.
No, that's your friend's balance. That right there is his balance.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's not a 50-50. Everyone's life is going to be complicated in one way or another.
Yeah.
Your job is to find those times, those minutes, those hours in the day to balance your things out. So
if you can go through your day without crumbling, that's your balance.
Exactly. And if you do crumble's good. Remember after you eat cake, you'd be like, oh, fuck, I'm still hungry. You found some crumbs. There you go.
There's some crunch into it.
Exactly. A lot of air, oxygen, the oxygen. Okay. Are younger generations no longer affected by the concept of shame? I'm down to have this conversation because we're all young.
No longer affected by the concept of shame?
Yes. Can I set it up so you can feed into it so you don't have to just jump out? I'll set it up for you.
Okay, go ahead.
So look at it in history, right? There's moments of history that things are done that is okay today that was shame back then.
Are we talking in a local or regional?
No, we're talking about local. It's not the world.
Okay.
The world has no shame.
No.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Do we specify kids or what? Hold up.
Younger generation.
Younger generation.
So kids.
Yeah. None of us as kids felt the concept of shame to a certain degree.
This is the elites speaking. So for all you kids who got your ass whooped.
No.
On different levels.
On a personal level, we never. It was just enforced by adults on us. Do you agree on that? With that?
I agree with that one. I know what he's talking about. You know what he's talking about?
What are you talking about?
عيب.
عيب.
كلمة عيب.
And the fact that you hear it because you're doing one thing or the other.
Yes.
Even if it's not bad.
Yeah.
In their eyes, it's bad for them. It's عيب.
Exactly. Yeah. Nowadays, it's not as enforced on children, which is something good. So
Exactly.
Something.
But don't you think the phrase فشلتنا is not as impactful to Gen Z as it was to our generation?
Because we've been traumatized by عيب.
Well, no, the younger generation, they have no fucking trauma of this whatsoever. It's new to them.
No.
Us, ourselves. But we're talking about the younger generation. Well, here's the thing. I hope they're not traumatized. Because that bullshit fucked most of, I'm not going to say me, alhamdulillah.
No, I'm fucked up.
Thank you, daddy.
No.
Okay. Appreciate my father for this. And the government.
Mm-hmm.
So, For people who grew up here, they had to live with that shit. My cousins had to live with that shit. My friends had to live with that shit.
All of us out there.
All of you guys. I don't want to see you guys because your parents watching. I want to whoop my ass. Okay, but shout out to the parents. But I am happy to see this young generation taking more risks compared to the generations before them, because that's going to show us a different future.
Sure, I think there's multiple levels to it. طبعا depends on where you're from and how you're brought up. بس إنه عيب would be used in so many different.
We literally said local.
لا بس إنه قصدي لسه يعني
اي حي قصدي.
عيب الرياض غير عيب جدة. You know?
That is,
for example,
phrasing.
Phrasing. I wish I was in phrasing.
For example,
This is how you get in trouble.
For example, people.
Wow.
Back in the day, people from Riyadh.
You're doubling down. You're still doubling down.
Let me
Let's go back and rephrase.
Explain the paint. Let me explain the point. Back in the day,
The paint. I heard that.
The
But
point.
let go.
Back in the day, people from Riyadh, when they go to Jeddah and they go to the coffee shops and the restaurants and they find, families sitting together and all of them smoking shisha, they're like, "Kush تقلة الأدب دي عيب." مش كده يسوون دول. So that was one of the concepts that I'm using there. Okay.
Yo,
It's a
before
specific
you finish, I need to give you a round of applause for that exit. That was a great.
No,
Yes, I
that's-
appreciate you. Thank you. That was a great fucking exit. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
That was the meaning. literally.
I know.
So-
I know.
So,
Sure.
Again, the levels of aib were different depending on where you came from. But at the same time, I think nowadays the difference is you are more, as a younger person, you are more connected to your peers in terms of being online, being on social media, and finding communities and being able to discuss and create and form your own identities. Where the word aib is not as impactful as it was before. Because you know what? إذا هو عيب بالنسبة لك, I found acceptance among a community. مو عيب. So it's less hurtful to me as a younger child.
I think you're wrong. I think it is the same thing as before. Their parents will still tell them "Aib," but they'll still go out with their boys and do their own thing as they usually do. The same thing the generations before them. The only difference between us and them, well, y'all and them, is that, as you said, they have more access today than they did before, right?
And the access changes the perception.
Exactly. So
yeah.
before, your friends will shape you. Now the internet's shaping you. So now you're looking not only at your friends, you're looking at the whole world
bigger
doing something.
pool, yeah.
So I think the mentality has never changed, and the parents, it's just the kids they got more balls.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
definitely.
But there's one key difference, I feel.
Go ahead.
The things we used to do as kids, like the الجريات لو صح التعبير, it wasn't something for public record as it is right now. Like
And that's part of the change.
yeah, but should that make it more impactful or less impactful to them? Like, let's say my dumb teenage proclivities were not made into a TikTok that is seen by 50 million people, and my dad or mother is hassled at work like, yo, شوف ولدكم ايش سوى.
This is no different than someone قاعد يفحط في الشارع got like خمسة. It's no different. You got caught. You post on the internet, you thought you're slick, and you got caught.
No, but
Whoa.
the difference,
Oh, I got
there's a
lost.
huge difference
Yes.
there. What are you talking
What, this is, were you snitching on yourself?
No, it's not about you sneaking. What are you getting out of going viral? You're getting so much like validation. For
Okay.
you, if I'm going viral, it means I'm doing this right. It means I should keep on.
No,
doing
it doesn't mean I'm doing it right. It means people like me.
Or that.
Yeah.
Or
There's
people,
two different things
or
here.
people like me.
It's not I'm doing it right.
Sure,
It's people
sure.
like me.
Both ways.
I'm getting that dopamine.
I'm getting
Yes.
that dopamine.
I'm seeking that attention. I'm getting it.
That's the exact point. So if I get caught by my parents, I don't give a shit. Look at how many people like.
No.
me.
You say you don't give a shit. You're still a kid. You're still gonna get your ass whooped,
True.
and you're still gonna give a shit. Okay, but the concept of aib to them, I think it's not about the kids. I think it's about the parents. I think there's a lot of people our age who have kids now that the concept of aib changed for them
I agree.
with society.
True.
So I think it goes back to the parents. Like when he's saying, how do you deal with فشلتنا? فشلتنا is a decision that your fucking parents decided on something that doesn't have to do with the world. It has to do with them personally.
True.
So when they say into فشلتنا, it goes back to their terms and their laws and regulations and how they see society. It doesn't go to the world. So you could, for example, say something at a place, your father would go like فشلتنا, but everyone else, they thought you would say, oh, it's just funny little thing.
So it's contextual.
Exactly.
Yeah. Agreed. The idea of what is and isn't aib to parents in their 30s nowadays is completely different than what is aib to to parents in the 30s back in like the 80s.
And part of that also has to do with the change in societal attitudes towards a lot of things, whether it's music or dance or being out there and being famous and being, your own individual
We're just
person.
having fun. We're just,
Yeah,
Next question.
yeah, sure.
Pastor Kabsa always solving people's problems
Mm.
and causing them.
Yeah. It's a balance.
It's a balance.
Balance.
It's a balance. By the way, Sauce of Mango just sent me a message. He literally says, like, "Are you done recording?"
Yeah.
Okay, Sauce. You're watching now. I'm not done. Okay, homies who are this is a question, by the way, or a topic. Homies who are touchy feely versus homies who don't blink without going no homo. You need them both in your life.
True.
You need that touchy feely homie to tell you, yo, man, I'm not feeling right about this.
I don't want the feely home.
Exactly.
I don't want the touchy home. No, feely's okay. Touchy, nah.
Okay, not that kind of touchy. Church.
Nah.
I know it's flashbacks.
I'm
all right?
good. I'm good. I'm
You
good.
get them both together. It's a
Yeah.
package.
Yeah, you need friends who are like, in tune with their emotions, and your friends who are assholes.
True.
This is the balance in life.
balance.
Yes.
True.
You need the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
You need both. You can't have one without the other. If you have all homies who are emotional, you're just an emotional person. Like, God, hell no.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
jokes will fly. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Like, yo, don't hurt him.
He's got feelings.
That was a microaggression.
Yo, he's in his safe space. What are you talking about?
Ya Allah. Can I ask you a real question before we bounce off of this?
Mhm.
In light of all this, what do you guys think of participation trophies?
They suck.
I
No, I'm talking about now you have a kid. Your kid
Yeah.
goes and plays in a sport in a school,
Yeah.
right?
What does he learn?
Yeah, give me a second. Tayyib, this is a piece of you.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that came out of, it didn't come out of you. Well,
No,
technically,
yeah.
technically, yes, I get a W for that.
there was
All
an
right?
incubation period, but yeah.
Yeah, there's an incubation.
Yeah.
We apologize to all the mothers and single mothers out there, and mothers of
I'm
other-
sorry.
Anyway, so
Incubation period.
So-
What?
anyway, I forgot my fucking point, but anyway,
Participation trophies.
Yeah.
yes, like you have a kid, right?
Mhm.
And you see your kid go there and he puts half of his best or almost all of his best,
Mhm.
but they don't get that win, but they get a participation trophy. How do you feel about that? See?
I feel like it's undeserved.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you're lost.
So you got your kid say, yo, boy, you took an L. What are you gonna do?
Like, that's a shit trophy, by the way.
Honestly, like, what would you do?
It's like, oh, they gave you a loser's trophy. It's not worth
I
anything,
wouldn't
son.
say that. No.
No, like
Your kids will not have ambition in life.
No.
no, it's not.
Are you broken? Is this why you're breaking your
Congrats
kids?
on
There we
your
go.
loser trophy.
Hey,
There you go,
guess who
friend.
lost?
You happy with that?
We're taking the loser cake.
No.
Loser cake.
But even as a child, okay, I will want to instill in you.
How
that
about we put a disclaimer that none of us have kids?
none of us
Yeah.
have kids?
Yes.
A.
Yeah.
So
B.
we do not know how to treat children.
If-
Whatsoever.
When I decide to have children, inshallah.
When you decide,
and-
not when I decide.
Yes.
When you decide.
when I decide
Yes.
to have children in the future, one day in the future,
It's not going to be his decision.
As
not
if
gonna
it's
be
a
my
It's
decision.
not going to be his decision.
I would want to instill
It will be a mistake.
the concept of winning and losing in that child. I would want to instill a competitive spirit in him.
He already
as well.
lost. He
Okay,
just lost. He
so
just felt
Try
what a loss is.
again
Okay,
harder.
okay,
son.
okay.
You know what's your trophy for losing? Ice cream. I'll get you ice cream, son. I'll make you feel better. But you need to go again tomorrow and try harder. You need
Then
to train
he's
again.
going to go lose to get ice cream.
No.
Exactly.
Now you get.
Yeah,
You give him an
As a-
incentive to lose.
As
No,
a
no.
former fat
Th-
man,
this
I
is
tell you
that's a
this-
participation
this is
gift.
not
No,
work.
I give you a Sunday when you win. You get an ice cream cone when you lose. But a Sunday when you win.
Bro,
Make
I'm getting
incentives.
sugar either way.
Yeah.
But more sugar, son.
Have you seen the the marshmallow test? Where they give a kid a marshmallow and tell him, okay, we're going to leave you in the room with this marshmallow for 10 minutes. If we come back in 10 minutes and the marshmallow is still there, we're going to give you 2.
Yeah. The kids who waited ended up becoming higher achieving adults in life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
a lot of them are still going to go for the marshmallow.
And yeah, I still
Either
don't
way, it's not
understand
going
that.
to...
Patience is a virtue. That's the lesson of that.
Anyway.
I would sit
Either
him
way.
down and tell him, listen, listener 0.5. As your father, listener number 1.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 1.5.
It should be 1.5, but this asshole just killed him. He degraded him.
I'll tell him like, not being the best is fine, but not wanting to be the best is not fine.
No, but I don't have to want to be the best at everything.
Because you don't want to be the best at anything. You want to coast through life.
No,
There's
I
a
don't
difference
want a lot of
here.
pressure on the kid.
Everything. That's I didn't say anything.
No,
I
it
said
would
everything.
be putting a lot of pressure saying you have to be the best. I'm saying if you're not the best, that's not fine. But if you're not striving to be the best, like that's something we should think about.
So he'd show him Pokemon.
Probably. You can be
Nice.
the very best like no one ever was.
Exactly.
See, I would agree with that in the terms of me my child wanting to do certain things and me encouraging that. For example, him wanting to learn how to ride a horse, for example, or learn how to play a certain instrument, or master a certain sport. So in that sense, yes, no, I would want you to be the best. I always want you to
Yeah,
try.
that's
to
being
strive.
supportive.
Yeah.
Like, I support your passion.
Yeah. In that sense, I would agree with that.
And I would say do it for you, not for me.
Exactly. Because you enjoy it, because you want to do it. Because I've seen friends of mine who grew up doing things they didn't want to do and they just hated it. And among them, the examples I just gave.
But you keep in mind that sometimes if you give them that option just to hate something and quit, they'll be like, okay, anything I don't like, I'm just gonna quit it.
So how hard do you push? What's the balance?
Well, you make. Here's the thing. I never raised a child in my life. I'm still a child. The way I look at it, in history, we had children who went to war. In history, even today.
Mm.
So the way I see it, it's how you build them. It's how you support them and how you build them. If you know how to reach to your child that, hey, you lost and it's okay, but we can come back stronger, and you teach that mentality, then this is a different conversation than when just like, oh, you lost, you get this, or we're not. It's not the process of getting, it's the process of understanding. So the faster you understand early on, the faster you fucking achieves.
I
But
agree
the
with
little
that
dude
point.
already got a participation
Who?
trophy. The kid. How are we gonna
Oh,
tell
you mean
him
like if he's in
lost?
somewhere?
Yeah.
Well, here's my point of view. To be honest, in this one, I thought about it because I saw one of my boys.
Yeah.
So shout out to you. I'm not gonna mention your name. The elites.
Mhm.
So what he did was, whenever his kid would lose, he would actually take his kid out before all that happens.
Before the
So he wouldn't get the trophy.
Yes.
Okay.
He's like, come on, let's go. We need to have a conversation. And he goes, has a conversation with them. They talk, whatever. Everything is fun. And then later on at night, they bring pizzas or bring something, whatever, and change his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not for that. Like, it doesn't show him, because you lost, you get that.
Mm.
No, it's as if like this is new thing.
Mm.
You let him live with it for a minute, understand that feeling, grow out of that feeling, and then you build him.
But you don't accept it. He doesn't accept
He
it.
doesn't accept it. That this is not okay.
I agree with
If
that.
there's more that I can do I have to train more? There's a friend of mine.
Do you not enjoy this? Do you not want to do this Aslan sport? You want to go do something else? Like, are you not enjoying مثلا for playing basketball, for example?
Well, this was I get to
Yeah.
you. So a friend of mine, like I don't know if he went pro or almost went pro. But what made him have that work ethic, his mom used to train with him from 3 in the morning. His mom would wake him up at 3 in the morning for 3 in the morning training. And he will train till 6 in the morning. And then he will run school. And then at school, he'll do all his studies, he'll do all his homework. His mom would come back from work around 7 p.m. He will stay after school. He'd finish all his work, finish everything, go to practice, do practice, finish up, come back home, fix the house, clean up, do whatever. And his mom is home. When his mom gets home, he relaxes. They talk for a little bit. If he has homework, needs help, whatever, she works with them. And then he has night training.
Damn.
That was his mother. And he went. He was the best in our school. He was the best in our county. He was the best in the state. Like, he was going places. I don't remember if he made state, to be honest. I don't remember. But I remember that he went places, but I remember he went to college and he was great at college, but he got an injury and like things just collapsed. But like again, his mother, when he was in college, she's like, yo, don't take no bullshit ass fucking major. She made him take finance because his mother was thinking, hey,
If this doesn't work out,
Exactly.
you need to be set up.
yeah, go to banking.
Like,
So,
and you have
Even if it
something like-
works out, you need to understand. how
That's
to-
leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
That's
you
inspiration.
exactly. That's how you
inspiring.
raise your children. In my opinion, like I always remember that. Like I remember those moments. I remember my friends who have kids, and I'm like I would love in the future when I have kids to find that the balance
The
in order
balance.
for me to make them greater than me or anyone else.
Mm.
Jordan,
Shout
watch
out
out!
to moms.
Shout out to moms.
Yeah.
Amen.
Dads are shout out to dads, bro.
Shout out to
dads
us.
as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Shout out.
Shout out to parents. Shout out to people. Anyway, let's change the vibe for a minute.
Mm.
Would you like to go back to salsa mango?
There's more.
Oh, of course.
What you got? What you got?
Would you eat eggs if a chicken was sitting in the corner silently judging you?
Uh,
Probably.
Oh, Anik.
Bro, I love cheese omelets. Like I can't.
yeah.
Like, yo, look, I know it's your family. I know it's your family. I know these are your kids.
But
I know.
Gotta get that cheese.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, bro.
Well, cheese
The
omelet-
eye contact.
cheese
on
omelet, so you'd have a cow in the corner as well.
Yo, imagine that. Imagine just scrambling the fuck out of the egg really quick and the chicken just looking at you in the corner.
Look at me. Look
Then
at
you
me.
go,
And then he wants to set up a cow in the fucking corner. Like,
there you go.
it's a pretty big room, bro.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah, the smell of that room though. No.
I mean,
I would-
vibes.
I wouldn't
Smells
eat
like
eggs
vibes
in that
and
room, no.
you don't like the smell of eggs?
Nah,
Bro,
I'm not talking
imagine-
about. I'm
imagine-
talking about all the fucking.
Can you
like,
imagine
Oh,
your
cows.
life without
Yeah.
eggs? Like if you can't even eat cake.
what?
Yes, if there was no eggs,
No.
I
That's what I'm
understand the
saying.
concept. I understand the concept.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay,
Like every time you eat cake, there's a fucking chicken looking at you.
Because some of its traces is inside
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yo.
You can't make this shit without me.
I wouldn't feel guilty if it's a cake. Come on, like that.
Bro, every single fucking birthday, a chicken shows up,
So
stares at you.
have you never been?
Bro, everywhere.
Okay, you've never
At
been at a
every
birthday
bakery.
at my house.
What you
But
talking
there's
about,
always a chicken involved in a birthday party.
Every maqsaf.
Do you have feels for chickens though? Do y'all ever look at chickens like, yo, man, my bad, bro? Or like you just see chickens like, yo, whatever.
No, I'm glad you exist.
No, chickens can't emote.
I've never seen someone get excited by seeing a chicken other than a child. Like adults when they see a chicken, like, yo, fuck this.
Because you're
Yeah.
over.
Where's the eggs?
You're over chickens at that point. You've
No.
seen enough chickens.
No,
Or maybe-
I'm just like,
No.
yo, top of the food chain.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Peasants.
Maybe.
That's what you're talking
So
about.
as an apex predator, you're not interested.
No, peasants.
Okay, you need that more difficult kill.
No, I think it's because chickens can't emote with their faces.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
the issue.
Do
here.
chickens have faces?
Okay. It's okay.
They do. Yeah. I mean, they got eyes and
They have.
beaks and shit.
That's part of their head. What is a face?
Here's a question. We know how dogs know the difference between each other,
Yeah.
right? But that's a good question. Chickens.
Can they tell the difference between each other?
Is it the color?
Look,
Is it like the
if
the
there's
spots?
a Mexican chicken and an
Uh,
Australian
I know,
chicken,
I'm not. I know. Okay, I know people. I know I'm wrong.
I'm sure they
okay?
smell different.
It's called a joke. Okay?
Okay.
I know. I'm not looking for chicken spots. And you stop. I don't know why you're still answering.
I'm just
Okay, let's go next question. No.
hypothesizing about chicken genetics.
Oh my god. Look, there's two good questions that I think they fall together, but I'll go
Foul genome.
with the first one and the second. Okay, let's go with the first one. What is a superpower you would not want?
Not want?
Yes.
Easy. Reading minds.
Like, fuck y'all thoughts. I'm good.
Reading minds controllably or
Controllably or just reading
Or
them?
Mel Gibson.
Telekinesis
Like, either
or
way, like
Okay, please don't say Mel Gibson. Please.
No, I'm talking about movie, not his real life. I'm
I
sorry.
feel either way,
Okay.
like the power to read somebody's mind, like either willingly or unwillingly, like it'll tell me a lot of stuff that I do not want to know.
Would it take away the sense of meeting a person for the first time and getting to understand who they are through life?
Yeah, like imagine like somebody you met for the first time and you clicked with and you vibed with and you read their thoughts and like, oh, I can't stand this person.
Then you can't stand this person.
No, they can't stand me, and I found out. And like, oh, I didn't.
Oh,
want to know.
I'd rather know than live a
Exactly.
lie, to be
Exactly.
honest.
I think it's just going to be a flood of useless information if you could read people's minds.
Well, I'll agree on
can
that one
or
as
have
well.
to. That's the question.
okay, we got his. Okay, we're not discussing the breakdown of it. Okay,
Okay.
you, Shamsi. If you need to think, just tell me. I'll give Turks.
I need to think.
Turks.
Uncontrollable lactation, I think, is a very weird superhero.
I think that's called
superpower.
disease. Turks.
Yeah, most probably.
Who does that?
Most probably. I mean, no one. That's why it's a superpower. But no, that's the
The
one.
question is, how did we get here?
True,
like,
true.
how did you get there?
No. If there's something that you like, something nobody can do, but you don't want to do either. That's tough.
It's what is a superpower that you would not want to have?
Exactly, and that's the one.
Who has that superpower?
No one. It's a superpower. Nobody has it. In
No,
real life.
can we please pick a superpower that is more common, like he did?
How about telepathy?
You Shamsing this answer, my guy.
something along those lines.
We already have Shamsi. He's gonna do this to us.
fuck.
We can't have both.
Are you done with your thought?
I mean, being indestructible, I guess, because you'd never die, you'd never كذا وش تسوي كذا خلاص تك كذا you're indestructible وش يسوون فيك؟
Yeah, but you die. You have a soul.
No, but you're indestructible. If you're
Yeah,
indestructible,
that's a good point here. If you get a disease, you can't even get needle injections for.
No, you're-
So you can die.
yeah, exactly. No,
Yeah,
you're
you can die.
indestructible. That's your thing.
But what are you? Like, what are you?
Yeah.
Are you the thing? Or what are you exactly?
I mean, Superman is indestructible, right?
No, it's quite destructible.
You want to talk about kryptonite real quick and see what's the vibes?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
totally forgot that kryptonite exists.
No. Okay,
Yes.
help me here. There's
Help you know that's an escape.
No. There's Invincible. There's a comic actually called Invincible.
Invincible is destructible, but he can't die. Luke Cage is indestructible, but he can die.
Okay, that sounds like a loophole.
It's not a loophole.
are you talking about?
It's called sci-fi.
If I'm exactly, if I'm indestructible, then technically my cells can never be destructed. They will always be corrupted.
You said.
But you can deteriorate. It's not destruction.
I disagree with that. That sounds like semantics to me.
You know
All right. That was a Donald Trump answer. You're looking for an exit.
I'm just saying that just sounds like semantics to me.
I can't say any specific power, but any power that has influence on people and gives me the responsibility over people, I do not want.
So any superpower, basically.
Anything that's major. Like a group of people, I'm cool.
Yeah, mind control. No.
Or like, yo, tell me, okay, if you move out of here, a comet is gonna hit the earth and people are gonna die. Like, yo, bro, I got things to go do.
That's like bad luck, man.
Exactly.
What are you?
Like, I'm supposed to protect the earth, bro. I don't want to protect the earth.
So you
Like,
keep the
I want to protect the few, not the whole.
so you keep the bad luck away. Is that what you do?
Nah, bro. Like having the responsibility over people. For example, like
The superpower of responsibility. That's what you're trying to avoid.
Yeah, you guys. I don't want to be responsible
So
for this.
leadership. That's what you're talking about. I don't want to be a leader.
I'm saying
Uh.
every single like superhero that you read in the comics and so on. You know, people get angry when they miss out and someone dies. Like, yo, you should have done. You should have done.
Yeah.
Having that responsibility that people will hold you up to it. It is something that is so fucking great that I don't think any man should have it.
True.
So what you're saying is
Or
you do not want great power because you do not want great responsibility.
Exactly.
No, that's with great power comes great
Yeah,
responsibility.
so what he's
Yeah.
saying is the other way around. You do not want.
This is
great
a superpower. This is not a power.
You do not want great power because
I don't want a superpower
which is
because
great
it
power.
comes with super responsibility.
Okay, so because
Not big responsibilities,
Great respons-
super.
So you're right. Number one.
No, he's not right. There's a difference between big and super.
Uncle Ben is just
You don't get the reference.
you
You
know,
know, he
Yes,
does.
yes.
he's
Yes.
just tumbling.
Yeah.
There's another one that was actually very, very nice. But well, anyway, we finished that one. Next one.
Yeah.
Is human nature inherently flawed or inherently good?
Of course, it's flawed because it's not perfect.
I love how Shem says, "Of course," like it's everybody knows.
No, it's-
Like,
it's
of
because
course it's
human-
flawed.
It's not perfect. So if it's not perfect, then by definition, it has flaws. Like people are, and I believe people generally gravitate towards the good. People would want to help each other and be, good to the people around them, at least the people they love. But at the same time, you still have people who are driven by greed, by envy, by all the bad traits that humans have. And
Well, it didn't say
it's a bit-
perfection. It said flawed or good.
Does that come natural to people, or is that influenced
Yeah.
by
What is the default
nature?
state of society?
Al-fatra,
Yeah.
al-fatra, I think is good. You are born inherently
So good.
Yes, because I think
So you contradict yourself.
no.
Mm.
You're born inherently good, but you have flaws at the end of the day. You are.
You're human.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
Then, shuf, I think part of it also, as you are a child, as you were brought up in an environment of love and care. So
Speak
that
about yourself, please.
that love and
Yo,
care.
yo,
Sorry.
yo,
Sorry.
stop
Sorry.
dragging us
Mama,
into your
okay,
conversation.
sorry.
Mama Shamsi, we're getting our ass whooped. We
Like,
know
I'm
that.
good. I don't know what he's fucking roasting
got myself
himself.
in trouble. There.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that love and care imprints itself on you as a child.
Mm.
So when you see other children, you treat them with love and care until you start, being a asshole kid.
It's very obvious you were homeschooled, but we're gonna let that one
Well,
go.
Kids are
Next.
very cruel.
Exactly, bro.
In groups, not as individuals.
يا شيخ اللي محنك
No.
الkids.
Nah.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't wait for you to have kids. I swear to God, bro.
You keep saying that.
I can't wait for you to get married and have kids by mistake.
Okay.
See, get married. I put it before the kids, so no one whoops my ass. Sorry, Mama Shamsi. Inherently good, not inherently flawed. First off, the idea of perfection is something that you sometimes add into words. I don't believe in perfection. I don't think perfection fucking exists. So I never look at that. In terms of flaws, we're all flawed, but inside we're all good. You literally said it a second ago. You're good until otherwise. So you are inherently good. If someone is flawed, you know you can make him good. Just like all those girls who technically, those bad boys, bad boys.
No, but there's another definition.
I can fix them.
There's another definition of flawed in somebody who's born with some sort of defect, whether it's a physical defect or a mental
لا انت الحين مسخ امك كده ورايح لي في اماكن ما نحن فيها. No, stay in the lane.
I think good and flawed are not opposites. So
you know what you
both,
do? Hold on, I'm sorry.
Not many.
You're making the place even fucking wider for the definition of what we're trying to say when we're trying to put it like in one area.
No,
because you can be right. You're right. Someone that could be a flaw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's
but that's disrespectful because it's not a flaw. خلقة ربي. See what I mean?
It's شوف خلقة ربي yes بس
أيوه بس
أنت when you look at it from a biological point of view.
Oh, whoa. Okay, no. Okay, Shams, what are you doing, my guy? No.
As a doctor.
Yo, what are you doing?
As a doctor.
Yo, you're not flawed, but look, biologically.
No, as a doctor, the doctor will tell you this is a healthy baby. If the baby is not healthy, he will tell you, oh, this baby is
So if the baby is not healthy, it's
or
flawed?
deformed or I'm not sure
There's this little thing called eugenics, Shamsi.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. No, but you get my point. So for some people, it might look different. I'm just saying the question is a bit broad.
All right, I'm going to go to a question. Usually I don't name the people who ask us questions. See, I'm giving you an exit by myself.
Okay. He was answering.
Do you want to answer it? After that, no one wants to talk. I got my boy. I got him. No. We're escaping. We're escaping. Go. I want you guys to take a while to guess who asked this question. Earth, is it really flat?
Oh, that's Elmo.
That's Elmo.
That's Elmo.
That's Elmo.
Shout out, Elmo.
I mean,
Is it really flat?
We have like over 5,000 people who follow us and tune in, right? And we know it's Elmo.
Picked him out. It's you.
Yeah.
Yes, Elmo, the earth is flat. What you see what happens at the end of the earth?
Birds aren't real.
Yes.
Yes.
Birds
Yes.
aren't real.
They're actually cyborgs
That are
that, take pictures of us naked. What did you say last time?
exactly that have replaced real birds to follow and track you. Yeah. Just so you know.
Is there a flat though?
We need to check who asked the hummingbird question. Because it could be the cyborg just testing us.
Oh shit!
Oh.
I mean, for us
It
humans,
could be
listen.
an electronic hum. Like,
Exactly.
It's the heater. It's the heater right there.
We cracked the code, fellas.
All hummingbirds are just heating up. I didn't know that shit.
Oh my god. Oh my
Maybe they're
god.
just meditating.
By the way, y'all want to bounce or should we just give a couple
we
more?
have more.
Oh, I have a lot.
Tix is trying to ignore my last comment. I love it.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Trust me, it's not worth anyone's attention.
Okay, let's do something nice. Okay. Investments for newbies. Where to start? Find something that you like, that you love, that you invested in, as in yourself, not money. Something that you want to do for a very long time. Something that you want to innovate and make it better and better and better. And you got yourself a business. Next.
Not investment, my guy. No, that's
What's the
different.
question? Investments for newbies?
Yes. Where to start?
Like
Start in
putting
something.
money in the stock market or something like
No,
that?
no.
No, so he said investing, not necessarily
Okay.
the stock
It says
market.
investments for newbies. Where to start? Now, he didn't make it clear. See, I ignored stocks.
Yeah.
I push stocks to the side. I don't negotiate stocks with people
Okay.
because it's a risky game not everybody's built for.
Very.
Okay. True.
All right?
So-
my
so what's
advice
the-
would be invest in a good stockbroker.
Not even a stockbroker can save you.
He I didn't say he's going to save you, but
Exactly.
at least
So,
it's better
still,
than
you-
trying to figure it out on your own.
Well, okay. Until when you say figure out, okay, me and you have two different meanings of this. You're thinking about which stock to put your money in and where to sell.
I mean, I'm
I'm
thinking.
thinking about a bigger picture. than that.
Yeah, okay, fair. But I'm thinking if somebody is interested in the stock market and has no knowledge whatsoever, you know,
Yeah,
you're
the
better.
stockbrokers are not really interested in newbies with newbie money.
Unless
Where
he's a-
would you start?
Unless he's
With-
a crooked one.
Unless he's a good one. Unless he's a good one.
No, the good ones, bro.
Not the good ones.
No one's gonna take 2,000 a day from you. Say, let me start investing for you, my guy.
Exactly.
Yo, put that. Big,
حطموني يا عيال.
لا نحطهم. These are the facts.
حطموني.
Put yo.
بالله عليك.
Listen, once that big
I
check,
never tried.
Okay.
I never tried.
once that big check or that inheritance money comes into the account, watch that phone call.
Mm.
Hey, listen, عندنا صناديق.
كرتون كرتون.
I would say, if you want to invest and you want to do it smartly, I'd say your first goal would be investing in something that would generate you a passive income.
See, there we go.
Did you buy the dip?
Kept on dipping.
And that's why you shouldn't listen.
No, but anything, it doesn't have to necessarily be crypto related, getting you passive income.
Okay, why do you have to over-explain?
What?
Honestly, I was saying, thinking more about
That's what
getting
I thought.
something that's like, I don't know, rent or something like
Yeah.
that. Something similar to that, like something that's relatively low maintenance and would generate you passive income. So if your main hustle goes loose, at least you have that.
Good advice, number one.
That's why I'm number one.
Mm-hmm.
I wish he can follow his own damn advice, though.
Mhm.
But let's go.
Any
Ah.
more? Do you have any more?
I have a bunch, bro. I'm just trying to scan them real quick. If you could clone yourself infinitely, what would you get your clones to do?
Cone?
Clones.
Clone.
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 Cone. Yeah, Jan.
I was like,
Remember the ice cream
I just-
hanging participation
imagine
trophy?
A whole lot of Shamsies with hats, I was like, what are those guys doing? Fuck, clone myself?
Could I ask this question in a different way?
Hmm.
If you had the ability to clone yourself infinitely, would you? And why?
Hell no, I wouldn't. Infinitely. No, there's only one Shamsi.
Thank God.
Thank God.
God.
Like, you saved us. We didn't save you.
It's for the sake of humanity. No. Ugh. It just opens up a whole fucking can of worms.
Remember Watchmen?
When a clone.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Diga. When I'm a
That's
clone.
where I'm at.
When I'm a clone, am I the same version of Shamsi, or does each clone have his own perception and consciousness and awareness and who he's?
What does
the only
clone mean?
Oh, trust me, I've read a lot of sci-fi. There's a whole shitload of
Are we in
definitions of clones.
sci-fi or are we just saying the word?
You're not a hive mind. No, you copy yourself, paste, and then
Exactly.
the guy just lives off his life.
Why do you
Yeah.
have to go too deep into
Yeah.
the conversation?
Will
It's a
these
simple question.
Will these clones ever meet each other?
Yeah,
Yes.
Why would they meet each other?
because they're coming. out of the
Yeah,
same
why do you ruin fucking questions, bro?
No.
Like, it's a simple fucking
Like,
question.
I would clone myself, مثلا, and send a Shamsi to every country in the world to go and live and experience life differently. But
Why? Why?
What the fuck is the purpose?
I know.
What did these countries do to deserve a Shamsi in each one? That you're not
My bad.
benefiting
Yo.
anyone from.
I didn't see that coming.
ما تستفيد أبداً.
I'll write because I'll write a travel guide to myself, telling myself the best country to go live in.
Oh my god, shout out Turks. Yo, I didn't see that one coming, my
For
guy.
future Shamsi
Wow.
clones.
Guys, imagine Rasta Shamsi.
I mean, they've seen him.
Yo.
Points. I had the beard.
Yo, imagine French Shamsi. Because he always bothers with those 3 French words that you know.
Ooh la la.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh.
Look, I get angry at you as you, but if you come in as French,
No.
yo, bro.
Bro, I'll just have a beret.
Comme tu sais pas où.
And a baguette.
Beret ou baguette.
Imagine him mispronouncing things in nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I do that all the time. Like, I literally do that all the time.
Oh my god.
No, but why would you clone yourself? The only reason I would think of cloning myself is I want to create an infinite army and, like, I don't know, want to go create my own island.
Listen.
empire.
If I was only being by myself in this world and you cloned 1 million people of you, I'll still win. You are easy to fucking distract. You're super easy
But
to
there's a
distract.
lot of us.
Yes, it'd be even easier. Just throw 1 cat, it's over. They're all there.
You need to see.
How can we make them sink themselves? Just put a cat in a boat.
Why would you clone yourself infinitely if you would?
If I would, that's the question. Because cloning in sci-fi is just very, very risky.
Is there no risk to this?
Can we skip the last question? The last question is a bit deep and I want to go through it.
Okay.
Does number one not want to clone himself?
You know, I'd like to have spare organs.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
You're not gonna live forever.
Okay.
Even if you have as many spare figures in the
Uh,
world.
I like to live for a reasonably long time.
No, this is
So what your plan is clone and freeze.
Yes.
كلهم.
Yes.
Okay.
البرادة.
okay. This is actually like there's
Not
a
even a high tech like no.
No. البرادة the one you know that's
بالذات عرفتها إيه.
Very utilitarian response, I think.
the one you open up sideways. And he has to lean in to get it.
there's actually a very interesting
من الطرف.
philosophical quandary regarding that. So if you have a ship, right, and I forget the name.
The ship of Theseus.
Ship of Theseus. There you go. So you have a ship. Theseus built a ship, right?
Okay.
And he's been using the ship over time, and he has to replace the planks because shit gets rotted and stuff. At what point is this the original ship?
It's never the original ship.
So as soon as
Well, hold on.
No,
What's original to you though?
is this the same?
The Eiffel Tower gets repaired every single year. Is it still the original?
Exactly. The ship of Theseus, the idea is it left port from one place and went to the other. And along the way, they kept repairing it to the point where not a single part of the original ship is still on it. It was all replaced.
Yes.
So is it still...
Not a single
Theseus.
part and not an original crewman left.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, is it or isn't
It
it?
still is.
It still is.
Still
It's
is.
still
It
the
is
one of one.
essence, Yeah.
So it's the same.
It is an NFT. It is
It's
non-fungible.
non-fungible.
It is yes,
It's
it
not
is.
fungible. Actually, it's quite fungible. Actually.
All right. Okay. No, stop. We're not going somewhere else.
I'm just saying.
All right. Last question.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I kept this for the end. There's two of them, but one of them I'm gonna skip the hell out of and just go to that one. If we have time, I'll go back to the other one. Chance, you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. How do we raise the talent bar while still supporting upcoming talent? Welcome to my world. This is something that I've been fighting with for the last multiple years, actually. And I'm close to cracking the fucking code.
Expect better from the local talent. From the what was it? The second thing.
All right, I'm gonna read this again.
How can you raise the standard?
How do we raise the talent bar
Talent bar.
while still supporting upcoming talent? Get it? Because you have a problem where you can say, all right, let's look at hip hop, because that's something that we're involved in. And let's look at the hip hop landscape here. Now, I got two choices. One, I should go to the current people who are in the pool and tell them, listen, we need to step up. And then try to get these people to get to another level. And then to do that, there's gonna be so many fucking problems in the middle. You're dealing with artists, creativity, egos, personalities. Some people don't have that second level. They're eager for it, but they don't have the second level. Some people are really, really good, but they have no guidance to the second level.
So okay.
Okay. And you can say, I'll take that route, try to raise them. And then those people will be basically the symbol for the upcoming generation to look up to and say, how did these guys do it? Show them, make them do seminars, whatever, to show the people, hey, what was the process? Right?
Okay.
The other thing is saying, okay, y'all are too fucking egotistic. Y'all think you're the shit. Y'all think you already made it. You think you're already set. You don't want anybody's help. So fuck you. I'm going to look at the second generation. I'm going to look at the upcoming talent and try to give them the knowledge for them to be better.
Okay.
These are those two ways you can take.
So you can do both at the same time. Push the first school or the established people who are on the scene to a higher standard, as you said, Turks. Expect better from you.
When you are going to answer me this question, I want you to put yourself in a position where you have to do that. Don't give me an answer.
The question is, from what perspective are we talking about?
Well, this is just a question.
Yeah, from a perspective of a just a listener, a common
Think about an industry that you look at and you think this industry needs to level up, and there's so much potential for these people to get to a new level, and you want to help that industry. How do you raise the bar while still focusing on the young talent? You're doing two at the same time.
You need to do both at the same time. It's a parallel approach where you hold yourself and the people around you to a higher standard. You hold yourself and the people around you accountable to do better, to do more, to not stop, to always aspire to be better, while at the same time keeping an eye out for the young talent coming through, and always being there to offer and inspire and educate and help.
Those are all cool words,
And those are actions that you can take.
and they're very cool.
But
I think it's about reminding people like it's not about what you've done. It's what have you done recently.
I agree. I think differentiating between upcoming artists and established is going to create an issue. I think if you only focus on quality, that would put everyone on a level landscape where, as long as you give me good quality, whoever tops the other is going to get the attention, is going to get the support. So the established always know that they have to step up their game before anyone else comes in and takes their place. And whoever is upcoming knows that they have to deliver something as good or better than the established. So that creates some sort of
I know you're gonna talk, but I don't
drive
want you
and
to talk
competition.
okay.
because he needs to add one thing into that. We also have a problem of people thinking that they made it and they close the doors right behind them, so no one comes and takes their spot.
Mm.
That's also another issue we face here.
Mm.
We're talking about this locally here. Y'all can give you answers because I'll give you
No,
mine.
no,
I'll be
sure,
very like this. I will be very blunt for this
Okay.
because that's something that I'm actually fucking facing to this fucking day.
Okay.
So I want to hear all your opinion before.
I think we're covering it mostly here. It's about, I think part of that, of when you talk about quality and putting everybody on the same level, well, you can't do that obviously, because quality is always going to be subjective. Some people are going to have some talents or skills that are going to be more appealing to a certain subset of the audience compared to other people.
It's all art. It's all subjective.
Yeah, you don't get to gatekeep because the last thing you did was a short film on YouTube that got 5 million hits. You don't
True,
get
true,
you don't get
true.
to gatekeep because of that.
and you don't deserve a position for that either.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all true. I agree.
All
with
right. So the question was,
Hmm.
how do we raise the talent bar while still supporting upcoming talent? Okay. All right. Let me add some context into this. So let's talk about, let's talk about hip hop for a second. Okay. As someone who is in love with this and who grew up in it, who is not a fucking guest of it, who actually grew up in the middle of it, I have thoughts and opinions and feelings. So for the longest time, we had to sit back and listen to what people assumed is Arabic rap, right?
Mhm.
And people had to swallow it up whether they like it or not. That's what was available.
Mm-mm.
You know, this was the model. We had everything from Qusay, Clash, the guys that did the legend. Sorry guys, I forgot all your names. There are a lot of you, like the Wu-Tang and shit.
Mm.
Okay.
So, and all these other like artists. There's a bunch of you. I don't remember your name. I don't pay attention. I'm sorry. Okay, actually, I'm not sorry.
Okay.
But what was given to us was this was the rap, right?
Mm.
Now I want you to ask yourself a question. From the day that shit started till today, did it change?
Not very much. No.
Anything? Sound,
No. It's very similar.
flow,
It's very similar.
bars,
It doesn't stand out.
at all? Does it feel relatable?
Not to me.
Does it drive you? Does it give you hope? Does it give you
It
passion?
doesn't speak to me.
Does it do anything
Mm-mm.
other than make you bop your head?
No.
This has been the issue. So now everyone knows, like all of our people know that we've been leading this hip hop thing for the last like year, and they know what we're trying to do. So everyone in the know, you fucking know. Y'all know the albums are coming out. Y'all know the things that we're working on. Y'all know everything. You know we're a part of this. We're built into this. We've established that hip hop is part of past the Kabsa, is part of our culture.
Definitely.
No one can take that shit away from me no matter how fucking hard you try. So with that being fucking said,
And note.
no one has spent a fucking minute trying to raise that bar. No one spent a fucking minute trying to help the young talents. Everybody left them out to dry. They said, okay, this is what it is and this is what we have. And for the last X amount of years, that shit didn't resonate anywhere else but local. It didn't. When did y'all hear any of this outside?
You don't.
The Arabic rappers from the other region don't listen to the people here. Y'all don't believe me? Go talk to them. If
So-
they're lying to you, they're lying to you. They're not lying to me because they can't fucking lie to me because I see through the bullshit. Because that's the crap that we have. We didn't have no quality, no growth, no improvement over the years. It was the same song and fucking dance. So I sat here looking at the market and I'm like, okay, I got my connects. I got my information. I got my know-how. And I need people to help out. And I need people to grow because I'm not a rapper. I'm not trying to be a rapper. I'll eat out for breakfast, lunch, or fucking dinner any day, but I'm not a rapper.
Okay.
So I looked at the pool and I looked, there's nobody hungry. There was nobody hungry. And then we found Saud. And the second I heard Sir, I told you. And I told Sir the same thing. I was like, this is it. There's someone who understands the next level.
True.
So, okay, now we got ourselves a producer. Time went on, Jeet. Someone who's hungry, understands the value.
True.
And then we were blessed with NBL, and then we were blessed with Entitled, and then Cali B, and then so on and 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 so on. Everybody that y'all trying to sign. And we saw those people, the one thing that I saw in all of them combined, other than everybody else, is fucking hunger. When you tell me I'm better than Entitled, then I expect you that you've been in the studio more than 12 hours a day. I've seen the boy work. I've seen him make his music. I've seen him write. And if you do not pay attention to the words that Entitled is giving you on his tracks, then you are missing out.
Very much so.
You are missing out. That's a person that I saw as the savior for this. Him, Jeet, and Saud. When I saw the three of them, I was like, yo, these are the people that can save this. Why? Because they want to elevate. Now, they all had their own separate directions. It's not the direction that I wanted, like for myself, and it's not the direction that I wanted to go. But seeing them lead in their own space and trying to build something different and working day and night on this, I respect that. The same way I respected everyone from before. But I requested the same thing. What are we going to do? Do I keep running, trying to raise the bar, or should I focus on the youth? Now, I have the answer. And I'm not giving out that answer for fucking free because that's me giving out my business fucking model. Okay, so it's not going to fucking happen. But it's something that I had to sit with and understand. If I have no money and I wanted to do this, how could I do this? That was the first question I asked myself. How? Where do I start? As a company, it's very hard to kind of push people to do things. We saw it with Jax. We saw it with almost every single initiative that we have. You can't get everyone to live that passion. You need to find the people who are passionate and empower them. Our conversation last week was about what?
Passion.
Exactly. About people who get recognition for what?
For doing the things that they love and they want to do. And
other
inspired.
people jumping them because they have sponsorships.
Yeah.
We need to quit that shit. We need to stop that. We need to look at the talent and invest in the talent. Now, invest in the talent, everyone thinks it's money. It's not really money. It's putting him in the right circle with the right people for him to thrive. That's investing in the talent.
Yeah, and that's part of the education.
And knowledge transfer.
Yeah.
Right? You build that. And then from there, everything else comes into pieces in the way they're supposed to. Now, the connection between both of them is something that you have to build and figure out for yourself. But the community is here. The community has been available.
And demand is here as well.
The demand is here. Not only in music. We're talking about in art, in fashion, and everything. The demand is there. It's just, will the other side put their ego to the fucking side and want to build and evolve? Or what is it going to be? And here's my opinion on this. I've seen fashion people take seminars and shit. I talked to most of them. They have no idea what's going on. They don't understand why they're sitting in seminars. They don't understand why I'm seeing this person talk. Okay, I'm here for your talk, but I'm here for you because I'm interested in you. Your talk about the industry is something that I already know. What am I getting out of this other than seeing person that I admire talk? And that's been the question that was asked over and over and over and over again. Knowledge transfer is not bringing someone to fucking talk. Knowledge transfer is bringing someone who's an expert to sit and to give back and to provide. Now, you'll never get it for free. We all know that. If you're bringing an expert from any field, this person has to be paid.
Get something back in return.
But you can't expect to bring someone, and because they're coming and you're announcing it, that people are going to come to it.
There needs to be more value.
More community outreach.
More connection.
When you build that community, that's when you can do everything else. Having a community is something that's part of the bigger picture. I can rant about this for the next fucking 5 hours. This is no hate. This is love. I love hip hop. I love everything that people are doing here. And I want to see it to the next level. If you want to see it on the next level, my hand is out here. If y'all don't want to see it on the next level, oh, it's on. Oh, like no fucking joke. Yo, look at me. Yo, it's fucking on, my guy. I am not joking.
You're a different
I know all of y'all. I hear what y'all saying. I hear it. Don't give two shits, my guy. I'm ready for all of y'all. I'm just telling you. That's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it.
You got that out?
Because we spoke about community so many times over here. And I think people don't understand the idea what a community is or the concept of community. If I have to put money into this thing over and over again, without building the system For these people to be part of the community that already failed. I need to look at the system and then build the community. So when this community walks in, there's a system for them to function. But if I bring them to a place and say, you have creative fucking freedom because this is what you want to be, then you are taking bet they're passionate enough to want to do these things. That is wrong. You build them a system to help them thrive. And then you wait on that system.
To guide them.
Exactly.
To-
You guide them.
Yes.
But you build a system that will take them from point A to fucking point B. And they can see the reward.
It's the process.
If it's about money, you've already lost one. Yo, if your passion is money, get into banking.
Yeah, it's the wrong way for you.
Exactly. But if you're passionate for your art,
Create.
there should be a system where you come in and you get out and you get your recognition, you get your love. There's this thing that me and Swizz were talking about, and shout out to Swizz, shout out to Noor, and Good Intentions. We were having this conversation about this thing that has to do with art. I think it was me and Noor at that time that we were talking about. I don't remember anymore. But anyway, we all talk too much. But when we were talking about it, was about that. It was about, hey, it's a system. It should not be just, hey, come in and do 1, 2, 3, right? And we were looking at Swizz's no commission. There we go. We were looking at no commission. And then like Noor was giving me certain breakdowns of certain questions that I had. And I was looking at certain things for things that I'm trying to do. And all of it, no matter where you look, it's a system. I'm sorry for making this very fucking long. I truly apologize. It's been very long in here, but it's something that I'm very passionate about. It's something that's fucking like hurting me every single day. I want to see my people thrive. We've done this podcast and everybody knows this is for y'all. It's not for fucking us. If we can support, we want to fucking support. But we need to build a system because I realized that giving y'all a platform for you to speak or giving shout outs is not enough. Some of y'all don't deserve a fucking shout out. Some of y'all deserve a kick in the fucking ass because you're so fucking talented in what you do that you deserve to be on another level. Maybe you don't have the passion. Maybe you don't have the job. Maybe the options are not available for you. So that's the thing that I would love to work on in the future. Problem solve to help you go forward rather than, hey, just got bitching at you. Oh, you should have done. You should have done doesn't do shit. You can bitch at your kids all day long. If you don't build a system for your kids, your own kids. If you don't build a system,
The process.
you lose out on your kids. With that being said, thank you everybody for joining us. Stop.
That was honestly
That was passion.
very passionate.
That was passion.
Honestly, that was speaking from the heart, and that came across very clearly. You.
That's passion sprinkled with hate
No. It's something.
and hence of regrets.
It's something that you feel very strongly about, and it comes across. It
Your
very
salt and
much
pepper.
shows.
Exactly. Thank you. I'll tell you what my problem is. My problem is not everybody in this field. My problem is that what I'm trying to do, other people are trying to block. I'll be very blunt. I'll be very, very blunt. If you want to talk facts, we'll talk facts. The things that I'm trying to do, people are trying to block me out of doing. All I'm trying to do is give back. People think of it as a money grab. I'm not here for money grab. I'm Gucci, my guy.
We're here
not a money
We're
grab.
here to build. We are here to build.
We're here to support. We're here to help out. I
Support.
want to see my people in the best of fucking light. This is what I want to do.
Facts.
There's no fucking doubt about that. Anybody that meets me understands that about me. That's the first fucking thing. I want to see my people in a better light. I want to see my country in a better light. I want to see my culture in a better light. That's all I fucking want. I want nothing else from anybody else. Take your money, take your bullshit, take your fucking fame. I don't want that shit.
We good.
We Gucci.
We Gucci.
Every time you come into my fucking Instagram, my bad. Every time you go to my Instagram account, it says, I am not important and that is important. And that wasn't a fucking joke.
You don't listen.
Peace.
Or read.
Out.
We good.
Peace.
Shout out, listen, number one. Appreciate you for being here as always.
Appreciate you.
We love you. It's been a minute. Thank you for joining us. And
Yeah.
shout out to 1.5. Shout out my boys. Shout out tens of listeners and tens of viewers. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to every single person that joined us and that hates us and that loves us. We're all one family. That's how it keeps us close and tight.
Mhm.
We had a question saying, what is family? We'll keep it next week. We out?
We out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.